Welcome to Jeep Beach News and Views, a podcast about everything Jeep Beach in Daytona Beach, Florida. Here are your hosts, Charlene and Kurt from JBR.
Hey, y'all,
and welcome back to Jeep Beach News and Views.
Also known as Dork Fest with you two dorks.
Well, you know.
Why?
You know, look, I should play the beginning part. That's what I should do. If they seen what you guys are doing before we actually start the recording.
True statement. Dork is probably a good.
Can I ask a question? Why he call it Dork Fest?
I take pride in that.
It's a compliment.
And I am going to own it, and I am going to run with it. Can y'all hear me? Is there a reason I can't hear me?
Well, it's because you weren't talking into the mic.
This is how Jeep Beach this is how Charlene and Kurt do things.
You know, the problem is, all I did was give us the 1, 2, 3 thing, and it calls us dorks.
You mean, okay. All right.
And then you holler at us, "Wow, come back!" Am I a lie? Am I a lie? I am not a lie.
You're not a lie.
I am not a lie.
Hey, y'all.
No, you said it very loudly. We are not. I am not a lie.
Well, I wanted everybody on the West Coast to hear me.
Well, they heard you. So
I just have to
everybody,
say it a
once
little bit
again,
louder.
welcome back to Jeep Beach News and Views, all things Jeep Beach. And yes, there is a lot in this Dork Fest about about Jeep Beach happening. How about the fact that I don't even know what day we're on. We're on April 2nd. Oh no, yesterday was April Fool's Day.
Yeah. And you know, I think this is the
I'm
first
telling you,
April
I am
Fool's
telling
Day.
you, I can't keep up with it all. So
Yesterday-
April 2nd is when we are recording this podcast.
It is.
And at April 2nd, as we're this recording, we are about 85 degrees and not a cloud in no clouds.
No clouds.
No
And
clouds.
absolutely
Way over
gorgeous. And only, well, let's see, we are only 14 days away from taking over the Speedway,
Yep.
which means we're only 16 days away from opening Jeep Beach 2025. Are you ready, Rob?
Yeah, we're ready to go.
I'm so excited.
Remember, it runs itself once it gets going.
Oh, absolutely, it does not.
You know how
but we are going to keep telling ourselves
right.
that it does.
Here's the way I look at it. There's once, you know, the analogy of snowball rolling downhill.
Once
And
it
guess
goes,
what?
it
Once it
goes.
starts rolling, you might as well just hold on or get out of the way.
Okay, well, I have some exciting news that I can launch for the first time
Whoa.
ever right here
Yeah.
on Jeep Beach News and Views. Not a tease.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
The 2025 Jeep Beach giveaway, Jeep Beach Edition 392 in Mojito Green giveaway Jeep is in Daytona Beach. And yes, we have been in it. And yes, we have seen it. And yes, it will be making its debut appearance.
On
Maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday.
That's
It
right.
is in
Today's Wednesday at this recording.
yes.
So it could be Thursday, could be
be
Friday,
Friday.
the 3rd or the 4th.
And the great part about it,
definitely
is-
by the 4th, 5th.
Yes.
What?
Wait,
Yeah.
today's the second Wednesday,
Second.
3rd, 4th is
Yeah.
4th
The
is Friday.
4th. So
Yeah.
definitely by Friday, April 4th, it will be making its grand appearance to
Yes.
the public.
Getting all the bells and whistles.
Let me tell you
All the
something,
finishing-
people.
little finishing touches.
Yeah,
Finishing
little
touch and
You know,
getting
we
things
always
on.
have to put, factory doesn't put the big Jeep Beach graphic down the side. They do the original factory stuff, but they don't do like some of the graphics that we put on it and whatnot.
Right.
And people ask all the time, do we have to keep that Jeep Beach word mark down the side? The answer to that is no.
Do what
we
you want with it.
ask, it's
Yeah.
yours, you win it. What we do ask, though, is that you at least run it for a month and give yourself time so that
Yeah.
people understand you won it. That's pretty exciting.
And that's exactly why when I win it and I do sell it, like I mentioned before, I'm going to request the buyer do the same thing.
Just give us a little bit of time.
A little bit of time.
Give us a little bit of time so
I'm
that
spooky
people can
Dusty
see.
and Rob right now.
He's not going to sell it. If he wins it and sells it, this one, I don't
But
know
hang on
what
a
I'm going to
second.
do. I'm coming up with a plan for you.
I already know what I'm going to do when I sell it because it's where I'm going to buy another Jeep.
Okay.
I'll buy another new one, but
But
it's
I
just
want the 392. So what you're saying is if I want it to stay somewhere where I can enjoy it, you're going to make me buy it.
oh, you're going to you mean your husband?
Kurt's going to buy
How
it.
about, hey, how about I do this? Since you want another Jeep, how about I give you that one,
Not mine.
I don't want that one.
and then you give me the 392?
I'm selling.
You are
I
not
want the
saying.
money.
Did you
That
wait a
one-
minute? Time out, Jeep Beach
He's pointing
Nation.
to the parking lot where his car
where
his Jeep is
my
at.
Jeep is at.
Come on, we're talking here now. We're making a deal
No.
here.
G Beach Nation, are you hearing this? They are trying to get you were negotiating with my Jeep. The
Well,
Monroney
A big Red Sox logo is
even
going to look
says-
great on that, by the way.
Yes.
The Monroney label even says made exclusively for Charlene Greer,
Okay.
Mr. Charlene.
Okay.
Is that when you're going to claim being Charlene?
I've claimed being Charlene
Jeep
for
Beach
30-something
Nation,
years.
you about
Remember,
to
you're
see
married.
it. It's
What's
about
yours
to
is yours,
go-
and what's yours is his.
No, what's mine is mine, and what's his is mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and Jeep Beach Nation, you about to see it go down. All right, we are not giving away the Lost Shaker or wasting away. And if you win the 392 this year in Mojito Green, y'all, that green, oh, can we just take a minute? Everybody take a minute. Oh, my
There's pictures
God.
of it on the internet as far as the
It-
Mojito Green. I know
Yeah.
Jeep
It
is talking about it now.
Gorgeous.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
gorgeous.
And let me
I am
tell you-
so excited about it.
I got to drive it.
And no,
392?
we're not putting a lot of miles on it, but we had to get it quickly from truck to wrapping bay.
Well, we're
So
making. It's going to be making appearances around
it is
town.
going to be,
But
but
we're
not
gonna do-
driving. We're going to
We're
trailer.
going to trailer it.
Because we're going to
Really?
keep as many as
As
minimal
low as possible.
Yeah,
Okay.
minimal miles as possible. But I mean, there's obviously some logistics, and to take it off the trailer and get it in the wrapping bay, we had to go about 4 or 5 miles. So there's a handful of miles. Plus, factory puts a few miles on it because I have to get it from assembly and all of that loaded and all those things. But anyway, we're keeping mileage very, very minimal, you guys. Super stoked and super excited. And actually, my phone is ringing right now with the very person that is finding out if I can put it on display on Friday evening. And if it happens, you guys will know where it's at. So if
That's
you want
right.
to drive by where it's at and take a look at it on Friday night, after we record this podcast, I'm going to call such person back and tell you if it's going to happen or not.
That's right.
I'm
excited.
so excited. It is beautiful. So what we're telling you, Jeep Beach Nation, or
Buy your tickets.
or those of you that long to be a Jeep owner, get your $50 ticket. People, when I tell you it is unbelievable, it is truly
392 says it all.
it's unbelievable. It is. I have
And it
forgotten
sounds so
because
good.
Pam from Kentucky won the first year of the 392
Chip.
in 2021, and she named it Chip. And to hear her drive it is just crazy. But it's been so many years that we've not listened. I've not heard it daily, or often, I should say. And boy, oh boy, when we took it from truck to loading to wrap bay to get it wrapped, the graphics down the side, y'all, oof. Kurt couldn't. I was like, Kurt said, I'm not allowed to have it.
How the
because-
seats?
Oh, beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
This one has power seats.
Are
And
they
it's-
heated?
Yep.
Yeah. And y'all, it is gorgeous.
I don't not to be heated here, but
Well, yeah, it
If you
is
have bad
because
back,
old people,
old people.
the whole
Yeah.
heated seat with
Yeah.
my back, I get in and it's 80 degrees and I'm turning this. I'm like, oh my God. But you see me slunching now. I should sit up more tall.
Especially since you're on video.
So anyway, you guys, thank you, Kurt, for pointing that out to
that's
everyone.
right. Video. If you're listening to this
That's right.
podcast on,
You can see the two professional
Doors.
idiots.
And where is it at?
No, doors.
And where can you? What's our
Remember.
channel?
Jeep Beach official Jeep Beach.
Jeep Beach Official.
Jeep Beach official. On
You had it
YouTube.
right the first. Don't look at him.
Because he
when he
messes
does-
me up. He
well,
looks
that's
at
the
me
reason you
like,
don't-
"Are you right?"
So, did
And I don't know if I am or not.
Did you see the text you got last Friday
What was it?
from Charlene
and it was.
Oh,
we are
about
claim-
who the band is.
about who the band was playing?
Yes, he got it.
Jethro Tull.
Yeah.
Yes. So for all our podcast listeners that may or may not listen to the Charlene and Kurt Pirates and Mermaids Happy Hour on Friday and Saturday evenings at 5:00, the running joke on JBR is that I will sing you a song in a minute. In a minute. I know a lot of those songs, most of the songs that you play, but I cannot name the band and I cannot give you the title to the song. So for the podcast part of Jeep Beach Nation, go listen to it. It's quite entertaining because they always ask me, Charlene, who is that? And I'm like, Jethro Tull.
Yeah, but the problem is, you think it's Mr. Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull's the name of the band.
And it's a collective group, but what do I always tell you? Jethro Tull is a he.
Is a he to me.
He to me. There
By
you
the
go.
way, Jethro Tull, they have another album out. So it's,
Do they really?
well, it's really just Ian Anderson.
Yeah.
The guitar player, Martin Barr. I think
Who
he
is
passed
he
away.
to me?
Yeah, Ian Anderson is the flautist. He's the one that plays
the
the
flautist.
The flautist.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, so podcast world, back to our Jeep Beach news and views. So many news and views, and the big news this week is that the giveaway Jeep is in town, and I can promise you guys, I say this every single year, this is one that if you just, and remember your $50, it's a donation to our charities, okay? And my goal, my personal goal this year is to sell all 7,500 chances. Because
1 in 7,500. That's not a bad deal.
that's not
No.
a bad deal. It's one $50 donation to
Yeah.
help us raise funds for our charities, and
That's
we
right.
support many of them. And this year, we want to support more than we were able to last year. And so, to do that, a huge part of this is giving away a Jeep, and we need you guys to. Corporate is fabulous. Thank you, Jeep, for supporting us in these efforts and building this gorgeous piece of machinery. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. And it will be on display starting this week. And we'll tell you where it's at so that you know if you want to swing by, even if you're not supporting the events that they're going to be at, and you don't have tickets to such events, it's outside. So you can swing by there
by
and
and
take
see
a
it.
look at it, you know. But it's amazing.
Speaking of, I
But
have to ask you about something.
$50 donation to the charities, you guys.
I'm gonna
Come
make it right
on.
now.
And all it takes is that, you're not.
You can't.
You're
not
you're
eligible.
Hell, I could.
You can. You're eligible. You're not Kurt
Yeah, but
Shar.
but I've already spooky dust Rob because he wants to sell it. So even if he buys a ticket, he ain't winning.
Anyway, you guys, get your ticket.
Spooky dust? What the heck is that?
That's a Carolina thing. It's
Spooky
a
dust?
spooky
It works. Does it not work?
It works.
It works. I'll tell you at the
anyway.
break.
Okay.
Anyway, so JeepBeach.com, you'll see a little icon that says Jeep giveaway or giveaway Jeep or however we have it on there. Let me pull it
Win
up,
a Jeep.
actually. Win a Jeep. And it is that easy. You put your information in and away we go. Your chance to win the 2025 Jeep Beach Edition 392 in mojito green. And when I tell you the graphics are truly gonna, it's just, we're doing it so tastefully and classy, and what we are doing to it to brand it for the giveaway matches exactly
What's on?
what the factory did.
Yep.
So no bright colors,
No sparkles.
very tasteful, you guys. I want it. It's that beautiful. It speaks for itself.
It does.
Less is more.
Somebody's
in other
gonna be
words.
very happy.
Somebody's gonna be real happy. I
Yep.
can't wait to find out who
I
it
can't
is.
wait. I can't wait. Whoever buys it from me is really
Now-
going to be happy.
All right, so
There's nothing else we can say about that yet. 'Cause
No.
we don't have the other
No.
information.
No.
Okay,
So-
other good news coming too.
yeah, lots of good news. So once we take it into the public eye, you guys are going to start getting a lot of updates with it, and I'm super stoked about that. So moving on from the Jeep giveaway that is in Daytona Beach, and your ticket again, JeepBeach.com, giveaway Jeep, click on it, win your Jeep. Is all of these other things that I'm looking at. I honestly, you guys do not have time to go on the website as often as
It looks
I should.
amazing.
Number one, it looks fantastic. Number two, it is so easy to navigate. And if you are wondering where the event schedule is, when you open jeepbeach.com and you see the big kapow logo, that's what I call it. Because,
Kapow logo.
yeah, you know why? Because behind Jeep Beach Wordmark 2025 this year, there's this bright,
Like the old Batman.
yes,
Yes.
pow, kaboom, kapow, bang. That's what it looks like. So it's our Kapow logo. So anyway, right underneath it, it says full event schedule. And you click on that full event schedule, and there is, guess what? The full event schedule. It's
amazing how that works.
That's how it works, right?
It is.
It is that easy, Jeep Beach Nation. But what I'm saying that, and I'm being silly about it, because I cannot tell you how many people say, have you posted the event yet? The schedule yet? Yes, it's been up for over a month.
It has.
And
it's on the front page.
literally on the front page of our website, jeepbeach.com. They've even created events on social media. You guys are promoting everything going on JBR. But one thing that I want to highlight is the fact that The main event vendor show and obstacle course riding is on Friday, April 25th and Saturday, April 26th. Do not come to the Speedway on Monday, April 21st and expect to go into the infield of the Speedway and shop, correct? I don't know how many ways we can say this to you guys. So many people don't read all the way through. And you know what I love that Kyle and team have done is, Kurt, when we open the event on Friday, April 18th.
Yes.
At the bottom of Friday, April 18th, what does that say?
Countdown to main event, 7 days.
What does it say on Saturday? Countdown to main event, 6 days. On Sunday, countdown to main event, 5 days. Everybody see what we're getting at? The main event vendor show and obstacle course is not the first weekend. It happens on Friday, April 25th and Saturday, April 26th.
But we give you so much to do
During the
7
week,
days before.
It's unbelievable.
That it gives you that time to really work it. You know, the best part about it is you can look at everybody else's Jeep while you're here.
Yep.
And then
It's
you
so
go,
fun.
ooh,
And
I
all
like
this
that,
other
or I like
stuff.
that.
And then you know who to shop.
That's exactly right.
you know who
then
to
you
shop.
go in there and you buy what you want. And at every weeknight event, we have vendors there.
Yes,
so you
we
get
do.
to talk to them and find out about different things.
And
so
if they don't have their full product line during all these events leading up to the main event, you go see them during the main event and you can see their full product line.
That's right.
Because during the nightly events starting on Saturday up at Teddy Morris's Destination Daytona and whatnot, all through that, there are vendors. Hard Rock is setting up a little surf shop at Hard
Yep.
Rock with the Shade Brigade team. There's just so many different opportunities through the week that it's really spectacular. So please, please, please familiarize yourself with the schedule of events that is right there, easy to access.
and there will
on our
be a
homepage.
couple of pop-up events before
Yep. that
before
we'll
the
start putting
18th
out there.
that
Yep.
we'll be putting out. So be watching our website or social media, JBR podcast.
Yep,
We'll
we can actually go ahead and tell you about one of those. Let me open my calendar so I can tell you when it is.
Are we good for that?
We are.
The 17th?
No, I don't have that one confirmed yet. But the Jeep giveaway appearance pop-up event on Friday, April 11th from 5 to 8 p.m. at Krabby's Oceanside, which is our official seafood restaurant, as well as where we set up the watch party for the
that's
parade.
right in between the two.
Yep.
Between that, yep. Okay.
So we set up our watch party for our Sunday morning parade on the 27th.
So I can go there and buy a ticket.
So you can go there, see the Jeep, touch it, smell it, feel it.
We get to tell
put
you
your
about it.
magic dust
That's
on
right.
it,
I
not your
have to take a look at
spooky
that because I want to make sure that it's priced right when I resell it.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna-
guys,
I'm gonna-
5 to 8 p.m. on
He's
April
getting
11th.
spooky dust and sparkle dust all at the
dust.
one time.
You and that spooky dust. That's just funny. That's a southern
I'll tell you a
thing.
story about that, and you'll be like, "Oh, okay."
All right. So anyway, you guys.
Hey.
But the things that happen, I'm just looking at this, and Jeep Beach does not happen. Contrary to Rob's belief that Jeep Beach just happens.
It just
It
runs
runs
itself.
itself.
Just runs itself.
Once it starts, hey, people come in, they shop, they leave.
Okay. But let me tell you,
They get on the obstacle course,
let me tell you how many
listen to
people
the music,
it
eat some
takes.
food. Just a casual day.
I'm going to go down quickly, and I wish I could give you details and highlights and stories about every single one of these event directors, because you guys, Jeep Beach Nation, please remember Jeep Beach #1 is a 501c3 IRS federally designated nonprofit. Okay.
Correct. We are not promoters.
We are not promoters. We are nonprofit, philanthropic fundraisers. That's what we do. That's why Jeep Beach exists. That is our mission. Our mission, in case you've not heard or you're new to the community or you've just forgotten and need a reminder, Jeep Beach, the mission is to raise funds for other local nonprofits that support our community. So we are here as an event to raise funds for other nonprofits. Period.
Charity for a charity.
Charity for a charity is who we are. And
Reason
so
we hang out with Raw.
Is he our charity case? Is that what
Our
you're saying?
charity case.
You guys, I tell you what, man, I'm not selling you that Jeep. No, that's not happening.
Hey,
I'm taking that right away from you.
After that dork comment, yeah, he is our charity.
Well,
for
you've
sure.
already sparkle dust or whatever, spooky dust.
There's a difference.
Sparkle dust is good luck. Spooky dust is it ain't happening. All right, so we listen to this list of people, and I'm going to say their names. I'm going to give you first name, last initial, so that you don't go trolling these people. But we have a gentleman named Joe R., who literally
Okay, now listen.
nonstop.
You are not
I
going
know.
to be able to do that. You're just going to have to run through the names.
All right, here we go. Nonstop is amazing to us. So Joe R., huge shout out as an ambassador
That's right.
and a behind the scenes all things IT.
There you go.
The Yeckel family. And I just said, so I'm just going to say the Yeckel family. I won't give first names now. There's a lot of Yeckels out there. I'm a moron sometimes, you guys.
Dork
Dork
Yeah.
alert. So the Yeckel family, which is a
Let's say it
family
again.
of 3.
How many times can you say their
Well,
name?
he gives his phone number out to all of his camping people. So, but I am not giving you his phone number.
Joe, see, now you just said his name.
Okay, stop for a second.
Oh, man.
The wonderful Yelko family handle all of our camping. So if you're camping here, please tell them thank you so much for everything they do. The next
All right,
one we're going to-
are the Butlers.
the-
Okay, we're just going to say last names, not first names. The
Now you're
Butlers,
doing the last names. First-
I changed.
Okay.
Okay.
So the Butler family, they take on our classic Jeeps. And
Yes, they do.
Jeep Beach is for all Jeeps, not
That's right.
just Wranglers. Okay, it is if it is a manufactured Jeep, in other words, its VIN number is a Jeep product.
Like the J10 pickup.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, that is a Jeep. The Cherokee, the
Grand Cherokee.
Yes, all of those
Yeah.
things.
The Renegade.
Those are all Jeeps.
The Compass.
Yes, you are
It's not
welcome.
really a classic, but
Anyway, you are welcome at Jeep Beach, and that includes our classic Jeeps.
Yes.
It
And
is.
they have programming beyond belief set up for the classic Jeep community. All right.
I haven't
so,
seen any Jeep Patriots. Remember
No,
those?
Oh, yeah.
I do, and I haven't seen many
Our
of
neighbor
those.
has one.
All right,
They-
so
they
now we're going to
stopped
go
that.
back to first name.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
To go back to
Glenn G is our communications.
Yes,
He's
thank
the
you, Glenn.
one,
Glenn G.
Glenn
Glenn
G
G.
makes sure
Where's he
that
from?
just don't go there. All right. Thank you to Glenn G. Kyle A. Thank you for everything that you do throughout all of our digital media. Just, oh my God, the workload that young man carries. Everybody, the workload everybody carries. Huge shout out to the Willard family.
Yes.
They both are event directors. Mr. Willard is the extension of Kurt and Michael's arms.
Yes,
so
he's
for
amazing.
all things logistics, operations, and everything, it's truly event logistics is ridiculous. I've spent 3 days this week. That's why my brain is not fully functioning on event.
Oh, that's the reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. The Kennedy family.
Yes.
Huge. They are event operations. So there is a difference between logistics and operations, believe it or not. And I have learned wholeheartedly what the difference is. The Kennedy family and the Federico family.
Yes, yes.
Federale.
They make sure that we have what we need, where we need it, when we need it.
it.
So huge shout out to all of them. The Ramirez family, they feed you guys.
Yes.
They feed you. They're responsible for getting food trucks out to you guys. So huge shout out to the Ramirez family. Baco, Mr. Baco, we
Yes.
thank you for your hospitality and your hospitality team, because they roll out the red carpet for our
Yes,
special
they do.
guests and for our volunteers. They make sure that we are fed also. The Ramirez feed the masses of the public, and Mr. Bakel and actually the Graham family
Yes.
make sure that all of our
Volunteers
and special guests
special
are fed.
people get their food.
All right. I am going to say y'all's names because we say them all the time on air. Ed Lacombe, Rob Farino, and Tom Carcutt. Thank you for being JBR producers.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah.
We'd have a
Troll
good
them
time
all you
with
want.
it.
Troll them all you want.
Whatever.
Especially
They're-
Rob.
they're
Yeah,
already-
okay. Well, I will. You are not getting that Jeep.
They're
you can
already-
beg for that Jeep. But
Yeah,
it's not
they're
happening.
already there.
They're already public figures, so
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I will throw their names under the
That's
bus.
right.
All right, Jody S. also known as Jeeper Jody.
Jody, that's right.
Kids Club.
She's a
thank
little
you.
girl and she got a badass big Jeep.
Yeah,
she,
she does,
she hops
baby.
into that thing and off she
does.
goes.
And she a little peanut. So thank you, Jeeper Jody. Nancy, I thank you for stepping up to the plate this year. It's our first year with us for the March to Stop Suicide.
It is. I love it how you go from first name to last name.
They're used to it. They're used to it. They know me.
I don't know where we're at now.
It doesn't matter where we are.
Okay.
Except for we're on the March to Stop Suicide. And
Yes.
Nancy
And thank you,
has
Nancy, for
kicked butt.
all your help.
Fun fact, real quick. On Friday, April 18th from
9:30 to 11:09.
It's 9:30 a.m. to 11:09.
11:09. Yeah.
We will have a whole playlist playing on JBR
Yep.
highlighting the March to Stop Suicide. Any monies donated during those hours will go directly to our March to Stop Suicide initiatives and charities. So get involved. And listen, if you've been wanting to walk on the Speedway and see what it looks like to walk the apron and look up the high banks, it's an experience beyond all others. And we have amazing sponsors that have made it possible for the public to be able to come out and march for $9.88. And you're hearing all these weird times because the National Suicide Hotline is 988. So if you need us and you can't get in touch with us, all you got to do, guys, is dial 988 and there is someone, because your life matters and is important. A message we will always continue to say. I'm going to say thank you to Joe L. and Paula S. for all of their marketing help.
Yes.
I keep those two real busy for sure. Melissa P., our mascot. If you want your in to Ruby, Willie, and Jeeky, you need to know Melissa.
You do need to know
Melissa. She
Melissa.
is personal friends with Ruby, Willie, and Jeeky.
She will. She will also suck you in to make you work for her.
So just watch Melissa P.
You. Yeah.
All right. Johnny M. Who is Johnny Nomad?
That's
Videographer.
I'm still trying to figure that out. Is that
the
question
world
still out there?
That question is still out there. And he is a man of many things. That is nobody I think will ever
It's
figure
Kendall
out.
Waldo.
He's a Renaissance guy.
He is. He does many things.
Okay, that's the word I would use.
So anyway, Johnny Nomad, media and videography. While we're on Johnny, if you need your media credentials, you need to email immediately media@jeepbeach.com. media@jeepbeach.com, and he and his team will make sure that you've got the credentials and the access that you need to cover Jeep Beach. Last year we had over 600 media outlets covering the event. So very important that you get your proper credentials. media@jeepbeach.com. All right. There is a team of 4 amazing event directors that bring you guys all of the merchandise. So I am going to say thank you to the Womack family. Thank you to Nancy F. and to Valerie W.
That's right.
For manning, ordering. You guys, you should see the spreadsheets of merchandise. Love them. Thank them. God bless them. There are spreadsheet after so many numbers. I don't know how they do what they do, but they do it, and they bring you guys the coolest merchandise. So huge shout out to that team. Massive shout out to the Strickland family on the obstacle course, and to Red R for obstacle course and Club Row. And you guys, he's brought in over 300 Jeeps into Club Row this year.
That's right.
That's unbelievable. Huge shout out to Red R for that. We have, and I'm just going to say their first names, the J&J team out at the Off-Road Experience Cracker Ranch Trail Riding Days. The J&J team, we have 2 J's that are our event directors out there. Huge shout out to them for what they do. Then you guys already know them because their names posted everywhere. Jeff Freed and Bart Barnack of the Off-Road Toolbox. Amazing, not just educational series and information, but this year during Jeep Beach, they're taking the role of going out and interviewing new products, our sponsors, just all kinds of vendor access to bring you, Jeep Beach Nation, the latest and greatest stuff at Jeep Beach 2025. And all you got to do to find out about it is listen and download either you can watch them live because y'all video cast them, right? On
We do. Yep. That podcast is also via audio or video on our YouTube
which is
channel.
YouTube is Jeep Beach Official, and podcast is the Jeep Beach Off-Road Toolbox.
That's
so
right.
thank you to Jeff and Bart, also known as Happy Hefe. All right. Now I'm going to say his name because you can Google him all you want and you'll never find the real one. Charlie Brown and Billy
right.
E.
That's right.
And yes, our photography team that takes, we call them our road pics. All of your candids throughout the week, kudos to their entire photography team, Charlie Brown and Billy E.
That's right.
Raffle team, massive shout out to Tina F and Dan M running all the raffles. Y'all, every area of this just blows my mind. I look through all this. Kurt, all right, here we go. Keep going. I'm almost there. Michelle H, team registration, huge team.
You're amazing.
Already talked about that family. Jean S and her signage team.
They are phenomenal.
Kurt, how many signs do they put up around the Speedway?
About 300.
Unbelievable. Rick W and Anna W,
Yes.
who have recently married.
That's right.
They do our silent auction. Unbelievable. Team Kavanaugh, the Kavanaugh family, completely revamped and salvaged Wednesday night. Thank you to
Yes.
them. Special events, the Bauer Sox family, huge kudos. Vendor logistics, the Burkett family, thank you
Yes.
to them. Massive shout out to your vendor registration team, which is Brianne M. Huge thank you to
Yep.
her.
The
Volunteers, the Dorber family, over 500 volunteers.
And
that
they also
coordinate.
help us a little bit with our registration too. So thank you, Dorbers, for that.
Unbelievable. And then you get into the board of directors and do we really matter? Yes, they do. Thank you to our board of directors.
You left out
Michael T, Tina F, Michael M, Bart N, Pam G, and a huge kudos and shout out. And I saved the best for last because these two are near and dear to my heart. Kurt K and Michael F on vendors. They control layout
A lot.
so much. And they, guess what? Put up with Angie and I. That is their superpower.
No doubt.
So you guys, I just ran through like 60 something names. That is just the internal team.
Yeah,
that's just the
that's
directors.
just the people who help
Make
us get
this-
all of our other volunteers
Make
and
Jeep
make
Beach
everything work
run itself.
Yeah.
Those are the people responsible for making
That's the reason
Jeep
it runs
Beach.
itself, because those people.
Amen, it does. So
Okay.
I just needed to take this podcast because I'm watching and seeing how much work goes into all of this and everybody's lane and just,
They're amazing.
wow, I'm exhausted and now y'all are exhausted listening to it.
Okay. We got to go.
And I just got scolded by Rob. But Rob, these people are important and they needed a shout out. All right.
Okay.
But it is time to wrap. Go get your Jeep giveaway ticket.
Go Red Sox.
JeepBeach.com.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Go O's.
Yeah.
Go O's. Let's go O's.
I had him saying it. That's funny.
I said, let's go O's.
I know you did, but you didn't.
All right.
What'd I
Love
say?
you guys.
No,
Bye,
ain't what I
Jeep
was-
Beach Nation.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
That's a wrap on Jeep Beach News and Views. Be sure to subscribe for future automatic downloads to your favorite podcast player app. Got a comment? Or would you like to be featured on Jeep Beach News and Views? Email us at radio@jeepbeach.com. That's radio@jeepbeach.com. Until next time, keep all four on the ground and your tops down.